Oh, good morning, ladies, gentlemen, and dare I say it, others who shall remain nameless. You know exactly who you are. Yeah, well, uh, well, anywho, yeah, it is a beautiful day, and going out to the boat later. But first, yeah, we're going to talk politics. So, yeah, some of you may have noticed the Americans have re-elected the dumpster fire. Yeah, this is never a good sign. The worst possible candidate, the greater of two evils. And they have voted for him because apparently he's going to make the price of groceries come down. I don't see that happening. People who depend upon what little public health care America has have voted for a man who's going to take away what little health care they have. That's going to lead to a death toll among his supporters. And of course, people who belong to outgroups, to marginalized groups, voted for him for reasons that completely elude me. I don't know what they expect to get from him, but what they're going to get is further marginalization. They're going to end up being further brutalized, further traumatized, and further terrorized because, well, yeah. The dumpster fire has gone to great lengths to encourage certain societal attitudes like racism and sexism and aggressive, how shall we say, artificial heteronormativity. Yeah. These people are going to lose everything. And of course, the people who are part of the in-group, the white Protestant Christians, if they're poor, they're going to lose everything, and most of them are poor. Yeah. The only people that are going to benefit are the rich, the very rich, the obscenely rich. And everybody else is going to lose everything. They're going to lose everything. Because that's what happens when you vote for a return to the Gilded Age, which is what the dumpster fire represents. A return to the Gilded Age. Yeah. Unrestricted capitalism, no checks and balances, no safety valves. No safety net, of course. Well, no safety. Literally, no more health and safety standards. Their medical system is going to be dominated by a man who does not believe in medicine, who firmly believes that it's all a matter of just pumping yourself full of steroids and coating yourself in spray tan, and that this leads to being healthy. Yeah. Justice will be led by people who are dead set against justice. The environment is being handed over to the coal industry. And national defense is being handed over to imperialists. Although I suppose things could get worse. Oh wait, they are worse. And a lot of good people are going to suffer and die because of it. What do when you watch the mightiest empire the world has ever known shoot itself in the foot twice? And more disturbingly, what do you do when you know your own country is this close to doing the same damn thing and electing Pierre Poilievre? Things are going to get very scary in the next few years. Things are going to get dark, disturbing, and dystopian. And a lot of people are going to die. And there is nothing I can do to fix it. I wish I could help. I really do. But I do have the dark and bitter consolation knowing that I told you this was going to fucking happen. I do have that consolation. I told you so. I have been telling you so since the 1990s that this is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And sure enough, it is happening. It is happening. The disease is not just spreading to Canada, it is in Canada. And unfortunately, the Canadian voting public is already deeply infected with Trump mania, which translates into Poilievre mania. Things are going to get bad. Things are going to get very, very bad. The progress that we have achieved in the last 60, 70 years, that's all out the window. That's all going to go. Every bit of progress that we have made collectively is about to be overturned. And we are about to return to a very dark period in human history. The 1950s were great if you were a middle-class white male. I am not middle class. And although I pass, I am definitely not white. Things are going to get scary. And the fact that I pass is probably the only protection that I have. The ability to pass for white. But for those of you who do not have the ability to pass for white, you've got nothing. Unless you've got, well, a few $1 million in the bank, in which case you've got rights. That's the world that we're returning to. A world where money equals rights. Money equals humanity. Money equals value and worth. And if you don't have money, well, you don't get rights, and you do not have value or worth. Yeah, that is the world that we're going back to. A world where people were allowed to starve in the streets, because doing something about it would require cutting into the profit margins of wealthy corporations. And we can't have that now, can we? But hey, that's what you're going to vote for. And that's what you're going to get. But no, you do not have a rich uncle in Texas who's going to lift you up into the multimillionaire or billionaire class. You don't have that. And you're not going to win the lottery. And you're not going to suddenly invent something. You're going to discover that the apartment that you're renting or the house that you're renting, your rent is going through the roof. Grocery prices are going to go through the roof again. Basic necessities are going to become increasingly obscenely expensive. Because the last of the regulations has been removed, and smash and grab economics has been made the order of the day. Unrestricted smash and grab capitalism. Without even the benefit of a wealthy ruling class that is at least constrained by the notion that they should pretend to be noble individuals. They don't have that anymore. The idea of restraint is gone. It will be unrestrained. It will be chaos. It will be pandemonium. And you and me, we're going to suffer the consequences of everybody who has voted for fascism. It's about to get scary.